Here I have a panel like you might have on a web page. You might have several of these panels with links going off into different directions. So how would you add a link to this panel? So one thing you could do is you could add learn more. And I could, well, let's just do it. Href equals, just leave that blank and just close that tag. Okay. So we've made a link there, and it's blue at the moment. We could make that white or any other color. But it's just a bit small, so you've got to go inside that panel and you've got to click on the Learn More to actually learn more. So what you might prefer is to make that whole panel into the link. So how can we do that? Okay, I'm just going to take that out because that's going to be a distraction, and save it and then refresh the page, so we're back where we were. So let me take you through some of the parameters that we've got here. So the panel is a div and it's got the class of panel. So there is my panel up there, and the properties that it has is got a margin of 200 pixels, and this is what's pushing it away from the boundaries of the window, and I just did that to make it more easily visible rather than having it up in the corner. The width of the panel is 400 pixels. That's fairly straightforward. The box sizing is border box. I always do that because otherwise the padding, that's the space around the content, the padding adds to the size of the box, and I really don't like that. It sounds crazy to me, so I always use box sizing border box. The background color is 333, which is a dark gray. The text color is FFF, which is white. And to make it look like a panel, I've set a border radius of 6 pixels, and that's always works nicely for me. So what I'm going to do is make the whole of the panel into a link. So we'll start off by just taking out that div and replacing it with a. Take out the div and replace it with a/a. And we're going to give it an href, which I'll leave blank because we're not going anywhere today. So I save that now, and the whole of the panel should be a link. So refresh the page. Something's gone disastrously wrong here. We've got it's difficult to say what's gone wrong. We've got part of a panel there, part of a panel there. We've got no content. Is there any? Oh, there's content there, but it's just gone completely blank because it's the same color as the background of the page. So clearly that is not what we want. So we have to make some adaptations. The reason this is happening because a link is by default an inline item, which means you can mingle it with text as you normally use links. So you can have half a sentence, the link, and then the rest of the sentence, and that's a good way for links to work. But in this case, we want the link to be a block element. So the way we do that is to enter a display parameter, which is going to be display block. Simple as that. Save it, and if I go back to the browser and refresh the page, there we go, we've got the block back. But what we have now, we do have the link, that whole thing is a link, but now we've underlined everything which we might not want. So what we can do here is just do text, decoration, none. That will do just nicely. Go back to the browser, refresh the page, and there we have it. So as simple as that, we've made that whole panel into a link. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like. I'll see you in the next video.